That's how you do it, people.
Feels like a diary.
Hi boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the Lockerroom Diary. Today is episode 7 and we've got a bit of a different video today. Now you might be wondering why I'm wearing a big jacket inside. Well, come and have a look at this, yeah. So it decided to snow in Springfield last night. Because of that, we don't have any training today as a team. The snow is all on the pitch. We train in the mornings, so there's no time for it to melt throughout the day and stuff like that. So I thought we'd go down and maybe practice our free kicks, you know, because free kicks, all you have to do is make a little spot on the pitch where you can place the ball, and the rest of the time the ball's in the air, so it doesn't matter. So that is our plan for today. We're gonna head down to the pitch right now. We've had breakfast, we've done all that good stuff, and we're gonna go get a session in now. So we're in the locker room now, just going to get changed, obviously put on every single layer I have because it's freezing out there. I'm just going to show you guys around the locker room a little bit. Don't know if you've seen it or if I've shown you guys. This is pretty much it. Standard. It's just a pretty standard locker room if I'm honest. Nothing special. And then the other side of this, as you can see, are the showers. They're just in there. Toilets and that over there. So yeah. So let's get changed. Let's head out there. Alright. Let's bloody get it, lads. As you can see, we're out on the field. Just here with a couple of the boys, you know. We got Tom, Mitch and Jameson right there. So yeah, a couple of us come down for the session. Check out the pitch. It's completely covered, complete blanket. But yeah, we're just gonna clear a little bit on the pitch and start having a go at some free kicks. I'm not sure whether this wall is too reliable because the boys are falling down already. But in fairness, that might be down to me not pumping them up properly. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright boys and girls, so as you can see, obviously, we're at the pitch. Dino and his mates have already fallen over, so we're going to try and use the bench to prop them up against. It is pretty cold, boys, you know, it is freezing. If you can tell me what other YouTuber says that, comment it down below. Some of you will know, some of you won't. Anyway, let's get on with the warm-up. The sun is out, boys, come on. Warm-up's done, obviously very important to warm up, especially in cold weather like this. I tell you what, how satisfying is this, by the way? Check it out, yeah. Just play the ball. Look at that, you see that? Easiest way to make a snowman. Let's get on to taking some free kicks and then I'll talk you through my technique. We've had a little warm up, now I'm going to show you my technique for taking a free kick. Before I get a battering from all my teammates and all my ex-teammates and everybody who's ever seen me take a free kick, yeah, I'm not perfect, alright, but it's practice and I enjoy taking free kicks and eventually practice pays off. So, tip number 1 is ball placement. How you place your ball on the ground in order to take the free kick. Now for me, I like to find the logo that is on the ball and I position it so that it faces me. I don't want it to be on a divot, I don't want it to be too high, I want it to be flat, neutral zone. Obviously on AstroTurf it's pretty much neutral all the time, but if you're on a grass field, try and find a flat surface. And yeah, that is tip 1. Tip number 2 is going to be your run up. Personally, I like to come on almost parallel to the goal, right? So as you can see, I'm facing the ball this way, the goal's there, it's almost parallel. However, I'm not quite exactly parallel. I like to come back and then take a little step left, making it a slight angle onto the ball. In terms of how many steps I take, I like to line up with the ball. I place my striking foot on the outside of the ball. That's a bit different to some people. And then I take 4 steps back and then place my right foot just behind my striking foot. That's obviously my left foot. And then I'm there I'm ready to take my free kick. Now, the next step of taking a free kick is, of course, to have a look at the wall, have a look at the keeper, do the checks. See if there are any gaps in the wall. Obviously right now I've only got a 3-man wall and Dino's decided to hit the deck. But in some scenarios you'll have a 5-man wall, you'll have a 2-man wall, maybe there'll be a gap in the wall, one player slightly shorter, all that stuff. Have a look, make sure of course that they're 10 yards as well. If they're not, get the ref to count out the 10 yards. And then of course look at the goalkeeper. Some goalkeepers like to cheat and they come over to this near post because they're expecting you to hit it up and over the wall. If you can see a goalkeeper doing that, then have a look to play it back across into that far post and maybe take them by surprise. The fourth step for me is to visualize, take a breath, relax, realize that you practiced this loads of times before. Sometimes in a match situation, it happens where you get a bit too overwhelmed by the situation and you rush your technique and it ends up going 50 feet over the bar. Personally, I like to visualize what part of my foot is going to be striking the ball, and then having looked down at my foot and seen that part of the foot, I look up to the ball and imagine my foot onto the ball striking it. It's a bit odd, but visualization does help me personally. And then the last thing for me is ball contact. Now, some players like to use the instep or the front of their foot in order to strike the ball. Some players like to use explicitly the inside of the foot. Personally, I like to use the slight instep and I like to strike up the ball so that I can get that power. I can also push it up and over the ball, get that bit of dip. Something that you also need to be aware of is, of course, there is a top, a middle and a bottom of the football. If you hit the top, the ball's just going to stay low. You'll probably end up topping the ball, it will go into the wall, something like that. Middle is going to go pretty much flat and maybe not be able to get up and over that wall. The middle to bottom area is where you're going to be wanting to hit the ball. If you hit too low, however, it could just go sailing over the bar, so be aware of that. So yeah, middle to middle bottom region is where you want to be striking that ball and going up and trying to get that spin, that dip, all that good stuff. So those are my 5 tips for my personal free kick technique. Of course, everybody has a different free kick technique. Obviously, do your own research, find things that work for you, join them into your routine and practice, practice, practice. Anyway, enough waffle, let's take some more free kicks. That's how you do it, people.
This one.
I was off to the corner fly there. Just going round it. That one's for you. I don't know who, but it's for you. All of you. Alright boys and girls, that is going to be it for the session. If it has helped in any way, then please hit a like. Obviously if you're new, hit the subscribe button because we're trying to grow a cheeky little gang around here. So yeah, that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Cheeky little gang. Scrap that. Just yeah, follow, subscribe, whatever it is. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Remember, do it for the love of the game. I'll see you later. Peace.